Alright guys, we're out here on the wood. A beautiful day out here today, guys. We're gonna be trying to get on them bass today, guys. And y'all usually see me, I'm throwing, you know, throwing the crankbait here. You know, I'll be throwing the white spinner bait a lot, you know what I'm saying? But this video is gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna be throwing some new baits, some different baits, guys. We're gonna be trying some new stuff out, and I'm gonna show you what them baits are here in a minute. But we're gonna try some new techniques out. See if we can end up putting some big ones in the boat, guys. Like I say, you're watching me from a different perspective today. I got my man Jeremy up here running the camera today. He's hanging out with me today. Like I say, y'all gonna kind of get to see it from a kind of a different view today. So we're gonna see how this right here thing turns out, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, and let's get out and let's go fishing, y'all. All right, guys, here's the throwing the Rage Menace, guys. That's what we're gonna be throwing right there on the swing head jig, guys. This is the biffle head, wobble head jig right here, and we're gonna see if we end up putting a big one in the boat today for y'all. Oh yeah, good cast, good cast. Let it hit bottom, let it go all the way to bottom, and then go to reeling it. When you're reeling, it's that menace, them tails is just a kicking like that right there, back and forth, back and forth. When I'm reeling that baby through the water, it's just a kicking there, just a kicking. And if a fish sees that, he's definitely gonna come check that out. And so you might even have to slow your reel down to get it to stay with bottom. Because it gets deeper as I'm pulling it off the bank. It's getting deeper, it's dropping off, getting deeper. I'm having to slow my reel down, slow myself down to keep my bait in contact with the bottom there. Doing a little bit better this time. Like I said, I'm going to reel down onto them and lay into the fish when I feel that pressure on the fish. There I felt that fish biting, and I just snatched with a lot of slack in my line. They say using this here bait here, when one bites, and when you got one, you reel down on them, reel down on them till you feel it heavy, and then you lay into them. The swing head jig, like I said, I looked it up on YouTube. I've seen a lot of guys talking about it on YouTube. It's something that's been out for a little while, but I haven't really heard a lot of people fishing it. Like I said, I seen this guy, because they call it the biffle bug. I believe they call it the biffle bug. See the guy on YouTube, I seen him fishing it. I mean, and he said it's good to fish on something that's got a hard bottom on it, around wood and around rocks. And this lake right here that we're fishing on, it's got a lot of wood, it's got some rocks on it, it's got some hard bottom places, it's got some grass, you can fish it in grass. So that's what kind of turned me on. It's what kind of turned me on to get the trying this here lure out. And like I said, I want to see what it's about today, guys. I'm gonna see what this baby is about today. Like I say, the rods that I'm using, guys, some of my favorite, the rods that I'm using this here's Abu Garcia, and it's just like just about all my poles are Abu Garcia. It's just like I say, it's just a kind of company that I picked to use. Like I say, I like the reels, you know what I'm saying? They're not very expensive, they're affordable. But like I say, I like Abu Garcia stuff, you know what I'm saying? Right now I'm fishing with the Pro Max. I got it on a Pro Max rod. This is a 7-foot medium heavy rod right here that I'm fishing this swing head on. Like I said, that's what I got all my rods. I got one Lose here too that I'm fishing with, but everything else I got is Abu Garcia reels. I mean, I kind of like them because, you know, I mean, all reel and rod companies are good, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's got their certain thing they like to fish with or whatever. It's just, you know, I've been fishing with Abu Garcia. I believe that's one of the first bait casters that I ever started using was one of them old, I don't know if y'all know it was old 5500, they call it, 5500 Abu Garcia, the round Abu Garcias. That was like the first bait caster I ever threw, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of, you know, and I was young then, so that's what I kind of stick with Abu Garcia, like the reels, rods, and everything like that there, you know. Now you're supposed to let it sink to the bottom. It's pretty deep right here. It's probably about 18 foot right here. Let it sink to the bottom, and they say you reel this thing about like a crankbait. It's a wasp. It's not a wasp out there on the wasp there out there on the water. 2012, I lost my dad, and like I said, we was always fishing together. We was always somewhere fishing together. He'd come in from work, we'd go fishing. I mean, we always went on little tournaments, and we'd go to lakes and different things. So, you know, I was brought up to love fishing. Like I said, that's what I love to do. And this lake right here that we're on right now, this is Canes Creek where we're at right now. Like I said, my daddy brought me here when I was a little boy. And we always come here and catch fish. Like I say, it's got plenty of bass in this lake. Like I say, plenty of bass in this lake. Good fishery to bring somebody, like I said, that really wants to get on some fish, catch a good number of fish too, you know what I'm saying, out here on this here lake. But like I say, fishing is just something that, I mean, if it wasn't for that there, you know what I'm saying, ain't no telling where I'd be at right now. If it wasn't for fishing, seriously, ain't no telling where I'd be at right now. With like a spinnerbait or a chatterbait or something, it kind of distorts the look of it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Kind of distorts the look of it a little bit, and the fish, they don't know exactly what it is, you know what I'm saying, because it's giving a lot of flash out with that wind and that ripple on the water, and the sun don't shine in on the fish as bad too when that happens. But like I said, they key in on like spinnerbaits, chatterbaits, when the winds are blowing, they just see that flash and them blades and they just go after it, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, and the wind usually gets the bait fish stirred up, you know what I'm saying, blows the bait fish around and everything else. So once the bait fish get to moving around, the fish get to feeding, you know what I'm saying? That's what the wind does. The wind helps out with that there a lot. Like I say, spinnerbait and a chatterbait is very effective when the winds are blowing. Like I say, real good lures, baits to use when you got some wind blowing. I like standing up. I usually stand up 90% of the time, 95% of the time when I'm fishing. I'm standing up. Like I said, I just want to run this spinnerbait through here. See what the deal is. Like I say, today might be a rubber worm day, guys. Today might be just be a rubber worm day. Like I said, I probably need to go. I need to be fishing around some cover, some treetops, some treetops. That's probably what I need to be fishing around. I'm gonna be fishing with that baby right there, Pa. We're gonna run that baby down the bank and see if we can get some blow-ups here on camera for y'all. Out there in the center of this cove here, it's a shallow. Good God, did you see that right there, son? Good Lord, did you see that hit? I got some greenery on there, some limbs and stuff on there. I'll make a couple little flips around this tree right here. This is a good spot. I hate to run up in it, but this is a good spot right here. Good spot to pull out one from right here now. Okay, I got two things hung up right now. I got two hung up. Time to get the stuff out now. Got two baits hung up now. Time to get the stuff out now, Pa. Let me go and get this first one out right here. And I can get on with it. We can get this show on the road. I hope this whole tree don't fall down on us. Okay. I'll bring my damn chainsaw next time. Lord. I about got it. Yeah, check it out. Pa, first catch of the day, boys. Yee! Get this thing off here. Okay, I get this off. I got one more pole to get unhung. We can get back. We can get back at it, Pa. Always practice catch and release, guys. Another tip too, fishing with topwater, guys. If you're fishing with a topwater, try to fish a lot in the shade, you know, because fish, they don't have eyelids. They ain't got eyelids. They can't close their eyes, like I say, and the sun shines in their face too. Within the water, it kind of magnifies it a little bit. So you fish like hitting stuff, like getting in the shade, hitting stuff on topwater that's in the shade, because like I say, they don't like looking up at the sun. You know what I'm saying, through that water. They ain't got no eyelids, they can't close their eyes. Like I say, guys, I'm gonna go up in the back of this cove here, see if they're in the backs of these coves. Like I said, I've been on the points. We've been on points, we fished some little bit of deeper structure. Now we're gonna come up here, we're gonna fish the back of this cove in this here shaded area back here with this top water. And we're gonna see we can get one to bust up at this mama right here. Look at her, there he goes. There he goes, guys. There he goes. He's coming to me, he's coming to me. Oh yeah, come here, Pa. He ain't a big one, but he's a bass. He's the first top water bass, guys. Check him out, Daddy. Look at there, Pa. Yee! First top water bass right here. Boy, he hit it pretty good. I don't know why my drag was real loose on this here. I probably tapped my drag up. Had my drag real loose, but look at that. First bass on that top water. Walking the dog, that sexy dog right there, Pa. Check him out, Daddy. Gonna turn this baby loose and we're gonna get back to fishing, y'all. Like I say, I'd recommend fishing to anybody else anybody out there, just because it's a way to break loose from the everyday things that you're going through. I mean, it's a way to kind of ease your mind, and like I say, it's another way to keep maybe younger people kind of out of trouble. Once you get, just say your kid, you want to introduce them to fishing. Once they catch that first fish, they hooked, Pa. Once they catch that first fish, it's on, Daddy. You're gonna have to take them kids fishing. You know what I'm saying? And it's worth it, keep them out of trouble and everything. But I'd recommend fishing to anybody that don't really, you know, just say you really ain't got no hobbies, you don't really know what you like doing, you know what I'm saying? Get out and go try fishing. If you had never fished before, get out and try it, you know what I'm saying? You might end up getting hooked, you know. Ain't no telling, you know what I'm saying? And plus, and we got this right here up again. And plus, like I say, it's just something that you can get out and enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? Life's about doing things that make you happy and enjoying yourself. And fishing is a big part of that in my life, guys. I'm gonna go down this bank. Get one to jump on this spinnerbait. And I like this spinnerbait that I'm throwing. It's a white spinnerbait with white and chrome blades on it. It's got white and chrome blades on this spinnerbait right here. Like I said, I have a lot of success with this spinnerbait certain times. Like I say, white spinnerbait. I got my trail hook on there, guys. You know, you got to keep a trail hook on your spinnerbaits. But these, I got the willow leaf blades on here, white on one side, chrome on the other side, and it kind of gives it a different kind of flash. Like, kind of gives it a different flash for them fish to see that white and that chrome, that white and that chrome. And like I say, and I'm had, like I say, a lot of success fishing with this here spinnerbait. Caught a lot of fish off this here spinnerbait. And I'm not a really big spinnerbait guy. I'm not a big spinnerbait guy, but I know this spinnerbait works, like I say, in certain conditions. This morning, first thing this morning, when I put the boat in, first thing this morning, I fished this spinner. I lost a bass about 3 pounds this morning on this spinnerbait, just casting up on the rocks. He grabbed it, like I said, and he jumped out the water, kind of threw it out of his mouth. Like I said, I have a lot of success with this here spinnerbait. I say we just seen that one jump right there. He was chasing some bait fish right there. Probably run them from the bottom and run them to the top, chasing them around. I'm gonna run this MR6 through there. It goes about 6 foot. It goes about 6 foot down. And like I say, it's got a good body on it. It's got a lot of wobble to it. There's some grass down there too. It's got a lot of wobble to it. That's what I like about it. It's got a lot of wobble to it coming through the water. Like I said, them bass love it. When they see it, they grab it. They love that MR6 now. There he is. There he is. There he is, Papa. Might be finding some bass, y'all. Right out here off this little ledge here. Alright, guys, just pulled that one up on the MR6. Had to search him out. Guys, got him in this shallow water. I'm gonna throw him back right quick. I got him on the MR6. Oh, he's pulling, Pa. Ooh. Coming up. He's a decent size. Oh yeah, Pa. That MR6, Pa. Come here, Papa. Hey, Daddy. Yeah, look at there, son. On that MR6, Pa. Check him out, son.
Hold on, let me get it.
Nice chunk of meat right there. this same point out here, this same point that I'm fishing right now, guys, that y'all see me on right here. Me and my buddy Jim, we got out here one day, and this here was when the fish was just moving off the beds. This was like in the post spawn. They were just moving off the beds, and then the bass was feeding up. I mean, they were just all out here on this flat out here, guys. We was catching them. I mean, just about whatever you throw in the water, they was biting, guys, and they was holding on this point here. They was holding on this here point here hard. My buddy, he ended up catching one about 8 pounds that day. Like I said, it hasn't been about maybe like a month and a half ago. And like I said, we found this point here. We found some grass. There's some grass on this flat here. There's a little bit of rock. There's like a ledge that drops off from this right here side. And like I said, we had one of the best days. I mean, it was kind of one of the, you know, that's one of them days where, you know, you have them days where you go fishing and nothing can go wrong. You're just catching fish all day. That was one of them days there, guys. See what happens? Hey Jeremy, y'all in hey my man all in the trees right here, got hung up again. All in the trees in here. That's what happens when you be out here fishing, y'all. Definitely gonna be getting hung up, y'all. Definitely gonna be getting hung up. Oh, but I got hung up with that swing jig.
Oh shit, spider.
Check him out. Jeremy seen that spider, Paul. He like to come out the boat. Like when you're fishing with that fluorocarbon, you're gonna want to tie a polymer knot. And here it's just a simple knot. You just double your line up like I got it right there. You put a regular shoestring knot in it, they call it like that there, and you take your loop and then you put your bait or your lure through it just like that there. Wet it. Got to wet it where it slide on there good, and just slide that baby up. Look at her. And there you go right there, guys. Cut your tag end off. I usually bite mine. I mean, people got to, you know, somebody might say something about that, but I usually bite mine off. But we're gonna go first. We're gonna try these rage tail menaces, guys. That's what we're gonna tie on there first. That's the first thing we're gonna use. That's the first bait that we're gonna first thing we're gonna tie on here. We're gonna get one of these bad boys. We're gonna rig one of these bad boys up right quick, and we're gonna get at it. And like I say, that's what I'm gonna be using on there. That hook's about perfect size for this little bait right here. And when you're hooking this bait here, guys, another thing that I'm being told is you don't go when you hook it like you're hooking a Texas rig. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna want your tails, you know, that's how you're gonna want to hook it, just like that right there. And you want to go in just a little bit, not much, just a little bit. So that way your bait ain't all up on your head. Your head can still freely move like that right there, guys. And like I say, you're just kind of hooking it kind of Texas rigged. You're kind of sticking in there, hooking it Texas rigged, but you're letting you kind of let your point kind of stick out a little bit that way. See how it's catching on me right there? You're letting your point stick out just a little bit there, so when the fish bite it, you'll be able to pull them in there. But we're about to get at it, guys. Show y'all what it does. Got that wind blowing too, guys, so that might turn them fish on. I'm gonna let this baby hit bottom. Once she hits bottom, I'm just gonna slow reel it back like you're cranking. There you go. Oh man, I just missed another one, huh? I got to figure out what I'm doing wrong on this right here now. Let me go and reel that baby up. Yeah, that was definitely a fish right there. I didn't reel all the way down. We didn't set the hook like I was supposed to. Look at her. Missed another one.
Let's see what happened.
Huh? I just missed another one. I snatched it again with a bunch of slack in my line. Just missed another fish, guys. So I'm gonna get back out there. I'm gonna reel down on the fish this time, because like I say, this here, it's a little bit different technique of fishing, guys. Like I say, you got to kind of set the hook a little bit different on this right here than you would fishing kind of anything else. But I'm gonna get back out there. Instead of just snatch, I felt the fish bite and I snatched with a lot of slack in my line. You got to reel down till your pole loads up and then set back on it. And I'm gonna do it this time. If he bites again, we get him this time, Pa. We're gonna get that mother this time if he bites. I'm already feeling in love with this thing now. 2 bass, two casts, 2 bass. So like I say, I know that that's how I'm gonna have to end up doing, setting the hook on these here fish, because you can't do it like a Texas rig, you know, or anything like that. This is you're moving this here bait. This bait's on the move. There. There's another one. Got another one, guys. Got another one. Next cast. We on them now, Pa. We about to get busy, Daddy. He's coming in, he's coming in, he's coming in. He must be a small one. Unless he's running towards me. It's a small one. Right? Yeah. Oh, look at how he threw it too, Pa. They're throwing the hooks on this mother, Pa. What in the world? That's another fish there. He's threw it, son. See, I reckon too, another thing I shouldn't have eased up. I eased up on that fish and he threw the hook too. So these here things is a little tricky to use. We're gonna get right back out there again. Next cast, guys. Let's see. Three fish here, this here spot here, guys. I took the MR6, which is like a search bait, found them, and like I say, I got this hard head. That's what we're gonna be that's what we're gonna be putting them in the boat with. Get back out here, slow it back down. I'll make that same cast, guys, straight where that pole's at. Straight towards the pole. That same cast. Gonna let it hit bottom. Once I let it hit bottom, you just go to reeling. I mean, it's just that simple. You just go to reeling and feeling. I can feel the bottom. You can feel it kind of bouncing along the bottom. You can feel a little bit of something a little different on it. And you can feel when a bass loads up on it, it'll feel a little bit different. Kind of like that right there. Look there. Like that right there, guys. Another one. Another one. See, I'm just going to keep pressure on this fish. I'm just going to keep pressure. I'm not going to let up. I'm going to keep pressure. Straight in the boat, Daddy. Check him out. He ain't a big one, but he's a bass, Pa. Check him out, Daddy. Yee! On that hard head, guys. Like I say, I'm gonna throw that baby back. Let's get right back out there. Right back out there, guys. Like I say, we're fountain these fish. There's a school of them down there. Might be a bunch of small ones, but there's probably some big ones down there too. I might even have to upsize my bait. Get me a bigger one. We'll get right back out there. I'm gonna throw straight back out there towards the pole there. I just hold it, I feel, let it hit bottom. It's already hit bottom because it's kind of shallow there. And it's kind of deeper. It gets deeper the further I come out this way with it. And it loads up. I just keep reeling. Look, there he goes. There he is. He ain't a big one. Oh, he ain't a big one. He's a pull, he's a fighter though. I say we found a... Ooh, flipped in the boat. Check him out. Come here, little papa. Look at her. Little paw right there, Daddy. Bye-bye, buddy. Get right back out there. They're out here, y'all. They're not big, but they up out here. They ain't big, but they are out here. Right here where we're at. We're gonna come right back out here where that pole is right there. We're gonna get back up to it. We're gonna throw a little bit bigger bait. We're gonna see if we can get some hanging in some of these bigger fish. If not, we'll go back to the smaller bait and see how it works from there. All right, guys. Let's see, I've been fishing with this here, this Pro Max right here with this it's the 7-foot rod right here, medium action, and I've been using this Menace, this Rage Tail Menace right here, and I've been getting a lot of bites on this right here, Menace here. But like I say, the rod kind of, I don't feel the bottom as good. It just feels like with this here rod here. So I'm gonna switch over. I'm gonna switch over to this right here, but I'm gonna put this Menace on this here. This is a bigger hook. This is a I think this is a 5/0. I think this is a 5/0 hook right here, guys. It's a bigger hook, but I'm just gonna see if this hard head, or if this here still work on my Menace, guys. I'm gonna pull out the Menace here and show you in a second right here. With this little Rage Menace right here, I'm gonna try it on this 5/0 hook right here. Like I say, it's a little bait, but these fish are being just actually grabbing at the back of the bait. I had this bigger Rage bug on here, and they was like grabbing at the back. They was coming up, and they was kind of like grabbing at the back part here. It wasn't grabbing the hook because I lost a few on it. I just didn't actually hook up on them because they was coming here kind of grabbing these claws at the back because they're so long. But with this Menace, I'm gonna show you here with this Menace that I'm about to put on, guys. The claws with this Menace, It's just got a little bit of short claws on there, and the hook's gonna be right here. So when they go to grab the tip of it, they're gonna grab hook, Pa. So that's what we're getting ready to do now. That's what I'm getting ready to do right now, guys. And I'm gonna put that same, I'm gonna go with that same color, that the June bug color. This is what I'm in getting my bites on today. This June bug. Let me turn this June bug up. And what you want to do when you get this, when you rig it up, these tails is stuck together. You're gonna want to pull these tails apart, where these tails can free flow when they're in the water, where it can free flow and flap around. And like I say, these is just the rage tail baby menaces. These are the baby menaces. I should have got something a little bit bigger size, but we're gonna try it out, guys. I'm gonna put it on this here hook. I'm gonna see how it fits. It fits on this right here hook here. You just want to barely skin hook the tip of it. That way you can slide it all the way up the hook without it being in the way of that swivel action. And like I say, and then I'm just gonna I'm gonna run the hook through it, all the way up through it. Oh yeah, this gonna work out good, Pa. Look at that. I'm running the hook all the way through it, and the hook's right back here, guys. So when that fish comes up behind it and tries to pinch or grab half the worm, he's gonna get that point right there in his face, Pa. So we're gonna get at it, guys. We're gonna try to pull some off this point here. And like I said, and I got a little heavier weight on here too. So now a smaller bait, heavier weight, a smaller bait, it's gonna get down to the bottom faster, and it's gonna be more erratic on the bottom when it's moving around, guys. We're gonna try it on this same point again. Hey,
Dang.
it'll lose him at the boat, won't it, Pa?
Dang. They catch him, but they lose him.
It catch him, but it lose him. I don't know if I'm pulling him too hard now. This is like a mix between, I mean, it's like it's not even a Carolina rig, or it's not a Texas rig. Like I said, this is a swing head jig. It's like a whole nother ball game fishing like this right here. The hit's different. The way you set the hook's totally different. Like I say, there he goes right there. There he goes right there. Look at that. There he goes right there, guys. There he goes. I'm just gonna keep pressure on this fish. Look at that. Good God, he's jumping right there. Like I say, I reckon keep pressure on. If you don't keep pressure on them, they come off using this right here bait, guys. But it works though. I can tell you that right there. They bite it, Daddy. All right, guys, great day out here on the water, guys. Like I say, we're gonna call this halftime right here. We're about to go to the hill, but this menace, guys, been using this menace today on this swinging head right here, guys. It's been awesome with the bites, guys. I mean, but the hookups is a little different. I got to learn a little bit more about it. A lot of the fish that you've seen kind of threw it right at the boat when I was getting ready to pull them up in the boat. They kind of threw the hook out. And I think it's cause all that heavy weight at the top, and when they go to shaking, and it kind of shakes that hook right on out of their mouth. But like I said, I'm gonna do some more studying on this right here, find out a little bit better ways to get a hook up on this baby right here. I kind of bent the hook up a little bit, so when they bite it, I can kind of get them a little bit more. But I think I might need to just keep pressure on the fish, or keep pressure on the fish and kind of set my drag a little loose, so I'm not got too much pressure on them to turn the hook out their mouth, and I got enough pressure on them to keep it, guys. But like I said, that's a swing head jig, guys. Like I say, if y'all guys want to use this right here, I highly suggest to try it out, give it a try, see what you think about it. But like I say, I used it today, had an awesome time with it, guys. But appreciate y'all watching, guys. And like I say, if you got any comments, guys, go to the bottom below this here video, drop in some comments, guys, of what you think I need to do to fish it better, or what bait would you want me to fish with next time I'm out fishing, guys. Like I say, y'all have a good one, guys, and we'll see y'all on the next one.